Make una wake up. Make every Biafran wake up today. Jihadist.
Ben,
You their brother, you there.
Get clear and loud. My name is Veteran Dragon True, a fanatical Biafran activist fighting for the freedom of Biafrans and independence of Biafra. I have no apology for putting on this topic. This is Biafran Republic Government in Exile Media X Space holding on this day, 16th day of February 2026. And I've chosen this topic. And in discussing this topic or in deliberating on this topic, I am not going to be politically correct. If anybody is expecting me to be politically correct, then that will not happen. I'm going to be clear and loud as I should. My conscience will not be gagged. My voice will not tremble. My courage will not fail. Because this is what I believe. And I am entitled to my opinion, to my belief. Before we commence, I would like to pay tribute to Biafran heroes, past and present, in the presence of our eternal leader, His Excellency Commander-in-Chief General Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, of blessed memory. I salute you. Let me also salute General Philip Effiong. I always refer to you to as the last man standing when there was no more anybody to hold the battle. And we are standing helped a lot. And that was a courage displayed. I salute you so much. I want to salute you, our leader, NNAMDI KANU, for your gallantry, for your courage. Today you are incarcerated in the camp of the enemy. Another Iran in Africa, particularly in West Africa, is holding you because of what you believe. And for alerting them that danger is on the way. I salute you. Let me also salute our first Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Odogu Simon Epa. Thank you so much. Within the short period, you were free. You did a lot for Biafrans. And thank you. I salute you. And I believe in no distant time, you and our Supreme Leader will rejoin us. Thank you so much. Let me also take the privilege to salute our current Prime Minister, current functionally and active Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu NKERE. It is my pleasure and my joy to salute you. You are a man of action, a man of faith. Biafrans will never forget you. You have held the line, the battle line, and today the Biafran cause is being discussed in the highest place, and where it matters, courtesy you and our lobbyists, Mazi Odogo Elias. Elias, let me salute you, another brother from another mother, with Biafran blood running in your veins. You were divinely chosen and ordained for this purpose, and it's very clear to everyone to see. I salute you and I thank you so much for what you are doing for us. Your effort and your labor for Biafrans will go down in history and will be indelibly written with golden pen and engrafted in Biafran stone of history. Thank you so much. And also our attorney, I salute you for your legal advices, for all the documentations and whatever we need legally, registrations and so on. Thank you so much for what you are doing for us. Your efforts are valueless, invaluable. Thank you so much. Let me salute our Lolo, our media veteran, Madam Betty Adabiafra. Thank you so much for being here in this space today. I salute you so much and I appreciate your presence. Chidebere, I salute you. We are discussing a very important topic, US-Israeli war against Islamic government of Iran is in humanity's interest. Is in humanity's interest. Sometimes when I watch Europe and UK behave the way they behave, I shed tears within me because nothing destroys a nation when there is no vision. When your leaders are not visionary, when your leaders cannot see afar, when your leaders cannot sense danger when it is still very far, then such a nation or nations are likely to be doomed. And today we see it happening. A country like Britain, formerly or whatever is known as Great Britain, is almost taken over by Islamic extremists. If they have seen what Donald Trump had seen years back, even before he became the president of the United States, they would have been ready for a time like this. If they have seen what Benjamin Netanyahu have seen, even when he was 28 years, because I was listening to a video clip, when he was speaking at the age of 28, highlighting the danger that Iran poses. If Europe have seen the danger when it is still very far away, the attitude today would have been different, would have been very, very different. They would have also been in the forefront. They would also have been a vanguard to make sure that humanity is protected. But unfortunately, these are short-sighted leaders who have not seen the dangers even when they are still very far away. No wonder Biafrans hold NNAMDI KANU in very high esteem. He is more knowledgeable, has more wisdom than most of the so-called European countries, because he saw it afar and he started shouting, started crying like a voice in the wilderness, like a lonely voice in the wilderness, that these people are coming, that the terrorists are coming, Islamic terrorists are coming, Islamic extremists are coming. How did they repay him? They call him a terrorist. But today, history or events have vindicated him. Now, before we open this phase properly and officially, let me allow my co-hosts to say hi to Biafrans and to our listeners all over the world. Professor David and Toti, please take it in turns and salute Biafrans.
Okay, and thank you so much, Veteran Dragon 2. Thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for what you are doing for the Biafran people, Biafrans and wonderful people of the world, our listeners, international listeners, media personnel, fellow Biafrans, greetings from here and welcome to the space. Please, as you join us, share, very important. So the message is not coming to you alone. So thank you so much. Toti, take it off from there. I will speak later. Toti, are you there? Oh my God, Toti is not close to his mic. Veteran Dragon, if you don't mind, just give me minutes. I will speak. Okay. Toti will join us soon. It's like he's having network issues. So Veteran, please, if you can go ahead a little bit, I will rejoin soon and make my submission, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor David. While we wait for Toti to say hi to Biafrans, let me continue. It's like he has been a network challenge. Yes. Okay. Let me say good morning, friends of freedom around the world. Salute you all. Welcome to this historic space today, the 16th day of February 2026. Today we are defending the proposition, or today I am defending the proposition, or today we are defending the proposition that the ongoing U.S.-Israeli military campaign against the Islamic Republic of Iran is squarely, and I mean no words when I use the word squarely, in the best interest of humanity. Yes, my co-host, thank you so much. Just say hi to Biafrans and to our listeners around the world, to Iranians, to media houses. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Veteran Dragon 2. Hope I'm coming up now, please.
Yes, you are, you are.
All right, thank you very much, and sorry for that, delay. My handle got freeze. I don't know what is wrong with Elon and his boys. They keep disturbing my peace here on X. So I'm like, telling them now to, they should just free my handle because there is nothing wrong that I'm using this handle to do. Or, there's nothing that I'm not using it to do anything wrong or bad. I'm using it to, propagate the gospel of humanity and also to protect humanity. So I'm urging them to stop, disturbing me. So thank you once more, Virtual Dragon 2. Standing on the existing protocol, I want to appreciate our leaders in the person of Mazen Nambikani, and also please give me 1 minute, please, please, please. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, while my co-host rejoins us on February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a precision strikes that eliminated the supreme leader of Islamic terrorist government of Iran and crippled the regime's military backbone, which we are all witnesses to. And very soon, that regime is going to collapse. Totally say hi to Biafrans. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me do a quick one. So, my greetings and my appreciation to our leaders, Mazen Nambikani. I'm sorry, Biafrans, so sorry again for that. I'm somehow engaged there, but I can multitask and in making sure that the gospel of the people of Biafra keeps going uh, worldwide. I want to appreciate our supreme leader and also our first Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also our current Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, for all the good work they are doing for the Biafran people. And I also want to appreciate every genuine Biafrans all over the world and every one of us here that have taken out our time to grace and the Brady Biafra community space today. I say welcome to every one of us here today, and please share the space, share the space, because now is um, now is the time for us to start to intensify the effort in pushing out the information that is coming out here to the Biafran people, for them, to be very much inclined regarding what we are doing as a people and what the Biafran Republic government in exile is also doing on their behalf in making sure that they gain their freedom at the end of the day. And also want to appreciate all the ministers in the house. Tutos, greetings to you. Mazi Ben Wabal, greetings to you. Ordinawa, greetings to you. Mr. Joe. And, so many lovely people here on the space today. Please, if I did not call your name, please bear with me just because of time. So I would like to use my mic here as we proceed into the topic that we have here today, which says U.S. Israeli war against Islamic government of Iran is in humanity's interest. What a lovely and interesting topic that we have here today. And I believe by the grace of Chukwuka Biama, we are going to analyze and also make our people understand why this fight against Iran and US and Israel is for the best interest of humanity. And I believe at the end of the day, we all are going to come into common understanding why the United States of America and Israel needs our support as a people at this point in time. So thank you very much, Vedra Dragon. I yield my mic.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, you rightly said. We all need to rally around and give support, both moral and whatever means, to the United States and Israel for the great work they are doing for humanity. You see, it's barely 2 weeks now when the campaign started. And historically, Iran has been a thorn in the flesh of humanity. But sometimes, and always, some leaders turn the other side and close their eyes and then just behave as if they don't know what is going on. And I was listening to the Secretary General of the United Nations. He was talking about Islamophobia, that is, the Muslims are being discriminated. And when I listened to that, I said, what the hell? What kind of a man is this? How did he ever become the Secretary General of a world body like United Nations, which is meant to be honorable and truthful, with a sense of judgment? How did he become the Secretary General of such a body? Is he blind to what is going on all over the world? Is he blind to the proxy wars that is breaking out everywhere, traceable to Iran? I can just imagine that. Today, the whole entire European countries are in trouble, but they have turned the other way as if nothing is at stake. Let me pay tribute to Donald Trump and Netanyahu for having the courage to do what they are doing. I think once in a time in history, heaven brings to our way deliverers and saviors, and this is the way I see them. The regime of Iran, as we all know, the almost gone Islamic regime of Iran, as we all know, has been funding terrorist groups like Hamas. And you look at Hamas, you see Hamas in the kindergarten school, even at home, arming children, babies, and teaching them one thing. And what is that? That it is honorable to kill an Israeli. That it is honorable to kill an American. Sometimes when we see things like that, and you know children, anything you teach children at that age, it becomes indelible in their system, in the entire recesses of their being. You cannot take it away from them. I take myself an example. There are certain things I was taught as a child in the school. Sometimes we were taught in a way of songs, but they were not songs anyway. They were not, but they were events. But just for us to remember them, we were taught in the way of songs. And if you ask me today, I can easily recite them. So this thing that you see, Hamas being empowered by Iran, or the former Iran, or the Islamic terrorist regime of Iran, which is now being taken out. You see them teaching children, arming children with toy guns. You see them blindfolding somebody, a fellow child. That's an Israeli metaphor or so. And then you see them torturing the person. These things, you can't take it away from that child. The child will grow with it. And when you look at this, who is behind it? It is Iran. It's Iran. And with time, we will see it in action. We saw it in October 7, when Israelis were having a very nice time, having a party, having a good time. and the Hamas, well armed, moved into civilian population where they were having fun and having a nice time. What did they do? They killed, they kidnapped, they raped, they massacred. So who does this? What kind of human beings should do this? And you think it is only for Israel, against Israel? The answer is no. The answer is no. When you teach your children death to Israel, death to America, and you think it is all about America and Israel, then you are making a very great mistake. It is not all about America and Israel. You see, because they are the only obstacle. Take them away, then they will have an easy ride. Because already they have infiltrated themselves every part of the world. And one thing they do is when they cause war, crisis, they begin to move as refugees. And with good hearts of Christianity, of Western civilization, in their good heart, they are welcomed as refugees, which is okay. When somebody says he's in trouble, his life is in danger, and he runs to you, you say you welcome the person for safety. So this is what has been going on all along. But tell me where Christians have been persecuted and they run to any country, instead of assimilating, instead of being loyal and being hardworking and contributing to the development of that community, and you will see them now aiming at taking over, aiming at destroying, aiming at killing. You can't see it in any historical record. But what do these people do? They say they are running away from wars, which they caused. They run into your country. They run into Europe. They're all over Europe. They're all over Europe. And with time, what happens? They refuse to assimilate. Yeah, they're given citizenship. Some of them are born in those countries. What do you see? They begin to show their true color. And this is what Iran has represented. This is what Iran is all about. So when we're talking about what is going on today is in the best interest of humanity, this is the picture of what we're saying. Today there are a lot of terrorist cells scattered all over Europe, all over Africa. Sometimes they talk about, well, you remember when they say the issue Fatia or whatever, Fatia, or these terrorist cells are there to respond. They are all over. You look at France, France is almost gone. During Christmas, you will see them going to Christmas markets and disturbing and harassing, confrontation with law enforcement agencies for no just cause, for no reason. But during their so-called Ramadan or whatever they are doing, nobody disturbs them. So this is all handiwork of Islamic Terrorist Republic. This is where they find pleasure. This is where they find pleasure. And for those of us who are Biafrans, we know what is happening in Nigeria. We know what is happening in Nigeria. Today, in the northern part of Nigeria, they are going all over the place protesting against what America and Israel is doing. Discrediting them, desecrating their flags. But when you demonstrate in the southern part or in Biafra land in favor, they will send out the troops, military and police. So when you look at the whole thing, where is it traceable to Iran? So you see, Islamic Iran has been funding Hamas, Hezbollah, all these are terrorist organizations and groups. And as Iran is being taken off today, that is the Islamic regime, they are all in pains. It's like their power has been taken away. It's like their strength has been taken away. And they have agents all over the world waiting to strike. You see what is going on, some of the shootings going on in US today, inside US by individual terrorist groups for what is happening in Iran. So the Iran is also by proxy, as Hezbollah, the Houthis, Boko Haram in Nigeria, ISWAP. All these are proxy terrorist groups being enabled by Iran. And not only in Nigeria, not only in Middle East, but these things are all over the world. So it was just a matter of time. It was just for a matter of time, the whole world would have felt the deadly impact of what Iran was cooking. And the list goes on. Islamic Republic regime is not a regime that should be allowed to stay a day longer. It is not. So all the terrorist groups I have mentioned and the cells are responsible for thousands of civilian deaths. From Tel Aviv to Buenos Aires to Africa and beyond. So I want to thank Elohim and his servants. When I'm talking about his servants, I mean his battle axe. Who are his battle axe? President Donald J. Trump. Like I said when I started, don't expect me to be politically correct. Don't expect me to be politically correct. I am going to say it the way it is and the way I know it. My conscience will not be gagged. My voice will not tremble. My courage will not fail me. So I say I salute you. I thank Elohim for his servants. God's battle axe, President Donald J. Trump, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, for having finally brought Iran to its knees. Iran may still be the terrorist regime. I'm not talking about Iranian people. This is very clear. Let's make it very clear to everybody. The war is not against the Iranian people. Iranian people are yearning for freedom. They have been subjugated for years. What is going on today has nothing to do with the Iranian people. It's targeted at the Islamic terrorist regime, which is a danger to humanity. A danger to humanity and a danger to Biafrans. By the time this regime is taken away, we will know that the terrorists in Nigeria would have been weakened. That's why you see what is going on, all the protests and so on. Continuous protests. protected by police and by the army and the government of Nigeria. This is not a war on Iranian people. It's very clear to everybody listening under my voice, under the sound of my voice, because I expect this is a global topic. So whether you are listening live or you listen later, this is not a war on Iranian people. And this is the best chance in a generation to give 88 million Iranians the freedom they so much deserve. The freedom they have been marching and bleeding and dying for. This is a chance in a generation to give them that freedom. And to us also, Biafrans, this is an opportunity for us. Because sometimes if we get our freedom and Iran is still there, they will continue to be a thorn in our flesh. As the head of the snake is being cut off, a lot of things are going to change. There's going to be a new world order. There's going to be a kind of serenity. What we will now be facing is the cells that scattered all over, because Iran has built terrorist cells all over the globe, cutting across continents. Sometimes people like Russia, they think they are safe with Iran or China. It's a lie. It's a lie, because by the time we are going to be looking at the Western definition of human rights and the Islamic definition of human rights, and we make comparison, you see that no country is safe. Russia is not safe. They may think they are safe because these things are taken stage by stage. So take away America, take away Israel, then you will see that Russia and China, they are not safe. Nobody is safe except you are exactly what they are. You become what they are. Unless you become what they are, you are not safe. So when I look at them thinking that America is doing what it's not supposed to do, or looking at Europe, looking at Spain, and all of them behaving as if what is being done is not right, I laugh. Because when your leaders cannot see afar, when your leader cannot see dangers when they are still afar, then you are also, that nation is also in serious danger. So it's not a war against Iranian people, rather it's a war for their freedom. The regime's nuclear program has been a threat. You see, when a country is always shouting death to a fellow country, I don't know why some people sometimes they will say, if you have a nuclear weapon, why should Iran not have a nuclear weapon? I can't understand that. People like Rufai of Nigeria and some others all over the world, like people like you say, why if you have nuclear weapon, why should Iran not have a? Why should Iran have nuclear weapon? Iran that is shouting death to another country. Is America? There is a slogan in America that is saying death to Japan, or death to Russia, or death to. Is there any time you have something like that? But this is something that is nationally like a statute, like a law, like a belief, like a doctrine. So when a country of that kind is enriching uranium for nuclear weapon purpose, why should that nation be allowed to go ahead and possess a nuclear weapon? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So the nuclear program of Iran was a threat to mankind, to humanity, because they never meant well. They don't believe what you believe. They don't see you as a human being. So it's not only about death to America and death to Israel. It's to death to anyone that is not who they are. So this ongoing campaign, which is almost concluded by my own assessment, because Iran, that regime is already gone. What you see is what Igbos call leka leka. That's what is going on today. I don't know how to interpret it in English, but what the Igbos say on leka leka
Yeah.
is gone already. The regime is gone.
Let me help you. No, you go. They will put
Okay.
the last kick of a dying horse. That's what Nigeria is passing through now. The last kick of a dying horse.
Okay. Okay. That is it. That is it. Thank you so much. That is it. So that's what we are
Can I
seeing
add to
today.
what you said?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mazi David, are you there?
Can you go ahead, David?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much, Veteran Dragon, that you have well explained the position of the world and the position of America and Israel in this case against Iran. And for our teaming listeners, wonderful Biafrans and lovers of Biafrans all over the world, more importantly,
Please, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Please continue. I'll be back.
okay, lovers of freedom. You know, the issue of in America today, I want us to remember that the terrorism of Iran against the America, Israel, and the world did not start today. Taking our mind back in 1979, before 1979, I want us to know that the hostility, the terrorism of Iran started between 1979 to date. I want us to understand that before 1979, before the coming of power into the Iranian Revolutionary Guard and under this present their supreme leader that was killed in 1979 under Iranian Revolution led by Shah Mohammad Raza. Iran was having a close ally of both America and Israel. Does that shock anybody? The United Nations, the United States of America provided military and economic aid to Iran. Why Israel corroborated on intelligence and arms deal? This was before 1979. There were a cordial relationship. The world was not threatened. Terrorism have not blossomed. It has not become a money-making machine. The revolution which established this Islamic Iran under Ayatollah Khamenei, it shifted its stance immediately after 1979. This is when the new regime of this Ayatollah Khamenei came into power, and it severed relationship. It dented the relationship between Israel, America, and the rest of the world. And they now started their terrorism against the world. So before now, before 1979, Iran was not a threat to the world. Iran was not a threat to America. Iran was not a threat to Israel. Iran was like living peacefully with the rest of the Arab world, the West, United States, and the rest of the world. There was nothing like threat. So the issue of terrorism that is happening today came under Ayatollah Khomeini that was killed recently, because they have a very strong Islamic ties. And he is a jihadist. And that was why immediately they came into power, they changed the focus of Iran and now shifted to terrorism, where they now are building the highest form of terrorism all over the world. As a matter of fact, Iran wanted to be in control of other countries, want to be in control of the world. That is why Iran has spent much time, much money in building military wares, hardwares of human destruction, destructive materials that are harmful to humans. That is why you see Iran threatening nations, threatening America, threatening Israel, threatening all over, and the world, and people that are surrounding Iran, people that Iranian neighbors, they are so afraid of Iran because they know the terrorism that Iran has built up upon the years. And just like Veteran Dragon said, Iran is the major sponsor of terrorism. All these terrorist groups that you see, like Hezbollah, like Hamas, the Houthis, the Yemen, and the Shia militias in Iraq and Syria, all of them that are terrorist organizations are under the finance and control and supervision and support of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And that is why their destruction today is for peace to reign in the world. The destruction of Iran today is going to be for the best interest of humanity, just like the topic said here. It's for peace to reign over the world. Otherwise, if Iran is not destroyed, there can never be peace in the world. So that is why it is very, very important that every country must support this fight against Iran.
Yeah, while we wait for Mazi David to come back, it's like he's somehow distracted over where he's communicating with us from. Please, am I coming out? Please, I need a confirmation to know if my voice is still coming out. I need a reaction to us, please. Can you help me with the reaction? Mazi Benwabo, please, I need reaction to be able to. I don't know, maybe if I'm the one not hearing Mazi David anymore, or I don't know. Please, I need reaction from someone. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Minister Betty. Thank you, Lord Cyrus. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. While we wait for Mazi David and to join us back here in the space, I think they don't need to tell any one of us or anybody in this world what radical Islam is all about. I don't think they need to, explain to anybody what radical Islam can do to a civilization, or to that what radical Islam can do to, a group of people.
Toti, are you there? I hope anybody can hear me.
Yes, I'm here. Mazi.